This is a 19th century European early romantic guitar. The back and sides are flamed maple. The top is a worn spruce. The carved bridge is smiling. The guitar plays beautifully and is intoxicating to hear in an intimate setting. According to the label inside, this guitar was made in 1860 by a man named Georg Heidegger in the Bavarian city of Passau. Heidegger was born the son of a town musician in Passau and began building instruments at a young age. Licensed and specialized, Heidegger's luthiery business flourished. He built many different kinds of instruments in his own shop in Passau over the years, but he did not build this guitar in 1860. He couldn't have. He died in 1859.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Passau is an old Bavarian city that traces its roots back to the Germanic tribes that settled the area thousands of years ago. It's called the City of Three Rivers due to the convergence there of the Inn, the Ilz, and the Danube. Today, Passau sits along the German-Austrian border, but in 1860, when the guitar was made, neither Germany nor Austria existed as nations in the way they do today. Passau was, at the time, part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire ruled by Franz Joseph I. In the 19th century, across the Austrian Empire and across all of Europe, early romantic guitars became stars of the middle and upper-class parlors of the day. In a small, quiet setting, such a guitar was a dynamic instrument that spoke to the spirit of the age, an age where the lustful lovers of romantic song were inspired by the ideas of revolution. The Spring of Nations, they call it. In 1848 alone, 53 nations across the continent of Europe revolted against monarchs, dictators, and autocrats for more progressive, more inclusive forms of government.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
In that year of revolutions, a young man by the name of Johann Hornsteiner departed from another Bavarian city, Mittenwald, and struck out to Passau to make his own way. Inspired by the art of stringed instruments, Hornsteiner planned to make violins, and he hoped to learn from those who were succeeding in the craft of luthiery. It was in Passau where Hornsteiner met Georg Heidegger. Hornsteiner formed a partnership with Heidegger, whose shop was well established by that point. And when Heidegger died in 1859, Hornsteiner stayed on until 1861, when he abruptly married Heidegger's widow and moved away to Mittenwald for a new and grander destiny. This guitar was made in 1860 in Georg Heidegger's shop, 1 year after Heidegger's death and 1 year before Hornsteiner's departure. This likely puts Hornsteiner in charge of the shop when the guitar was built, as he waited for the opportunity to marry Heidegger's widow. In that same year, Emperor Franz Joseph introduced the October Diploma, a decree establishing a constitutional government within the empire. It was a huge step to a more democratic Western world. The story of this guitar is shrouded in mystery. An untimely death, a widow and her lover, the origins of a European luthiery dynasty. It's also surrounded by the romantic grandeur of the democratic revolutions happening in the Western world at the time. It's a portal from that world to ours, and it's a lesson we should all heed. Never again should we, a free and progressive society, tolerate those who would seek to rule people at their whim, those who would seek to be above the law. Never again will we tolerate dictators. So let the bell ring for democracy, and let the bell ring for the people.
Ring the bell.